Today we are going to be using bracket fights, and this is going to be a really, really interesting one. But we're going to be using bracket fights to be determining which custom helmet is the best. So these are not NFL teams' real helmets. They're completely remodeled to look, I guess, more modern, more cool. And we are going to be using matchup mode, so this is how it's going to look. So something versus this. And as you can see clearly, they are not the real NFL helmets. Now, I don't exactly have any criteria. I'm just going to be, ranking them based off of whatever, Like, whatever. If it looks cool enough, it will win, right? There's no criteria, so let's just jump right in. As you got the 49ers against the Bears. These two look really, really cool. I really like the orange, the navy blue and the orange combination. I think that's so sick with the helmet. And then, of course, the orange face mask looks so cool. But overall, I think I'm going to have to go with the San Francisco 49ers. Like, that logo with the gold and, like, the dark red just goes together so well. I like the Bears one. I just think the 49ers is better. And I think this one's pretty obvious. The Bengals logo, the Bengals helmet hasn't really changed much. It's just instead of orange with black stripe, it's black with orange stripes. So it's not really changed much. It looks decent, but it's not my favorite one. This Buffalo Bills helmet is just so cool for me. The blue, the red, and the white. It's just a more modern Buffalo Bills helmet, and like the blue main color just makes it look so sick. And then the white stripe, obviously. This looks so cool. The Bills easily win this one, I think. Ooh, actually, this may be a bit tougher than I thought. Because you got... Alright, so we got the Broncos having pretty much their same design, except for the orange face mask. And the blue is just a bit more metallic, and that makes it look so sick. But the Browns, you actually got an Alabama Tide, Crimson Tide kind of version of this helmet, because it's pretty much the same font, it's just in Brown's colors. And it may look really plain, but the brown and the orange, like the number, it just looks so sick for whatever reason. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to pick a team that doesn't have a logo pretty much over a really, really cool helmet. But the Browns helmet is actually kind of a sleeper. I kind of like that one a lot. This is not even close. What the hell? This Cardinals helmet is just terrible. I'm sorry. This person must have put in a lot of work, but it is not good at all. It's sort of implying that the player is a Cardinal, but it doesn't make sense. The helmet looks kind of weird with no Cardinal at all. It's just the top of the Cardinal, and then I guess the player's face finishes it off. It's really weird. This Bucks helmet is so cool. It may be not even close to what the NFL will resort to at some point, right? But I don't care. This Bucks helmet looks super, super sick. Really like the black transferring into the red. I don't know if this is the best one because I haven't seen all of them, but this for sure is a top candidate. As next up, we got Chargers and the Chiefs. This one, both of them just look more vibrant. I really like the white face mask for the Chargers, but the gold for the Chiefs is really throwing me off. These two are really, really cool. Like I said, they've just become more vibrant with the colors. I don't know what to pick. The Chargers really haven't changed much, and the sky blue is obviously so sick for the Chargers helmet. But the Chiefs helmet looks pretty cool as well. And then, of course, it just gets red to black gradient. And that looks so sick. I'm going to choose the Chargers. But I think, again, this just like the 49ers Bears one. The Chiefs helmet is really cool, though. As finally, this is an interesting decision. So the Colts helmet hasn't changed at all. There's no stripe down the middle. It's just, I think they removed this stripe, actually. The Colts helmet, if I'm not mistaken, does have a stripe. But the Colts helmet has now added blue stripes. But the Cowboys helmet, on the other hand, it just looks better. Like the darker blue and then the star. I'm not one of those guys who are going to tell you that the Cowboys had the best uniforms. The Cowboys had the best helmet. The Cowboys are the best team ever. I'm not going to be the one who says that, right? But this helmet is, I think, pretty clearly more modern than this Colts helmet. The Colts helmet looks fine, but I just can't envision this on the football field, like, at all. These two stripes just make it so unrealistic, so I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys. All right, I don't know why we're going down, but 49ers, Bills. This is actually a really tough one. I think I'm going to go with the Bills. Like, the 49ers, they don't exactly have their logo, right? The logo is pretty bland and boring. The only, like, amazing thing about the 49ers is their color scheme. Bills' helmet is just so cool. Again, I don't see this, like, being on the NFL field, but unlike the Colts, this one just looks way more cooler. It has more color on it. It just looks like a better helmet than what the 49ers have rocking here. The 49ers helmet's good, but I think the Bills is just better. This is a tough one. This Buccaneers helmet is one of the most unrealistic things I've ever seen, trust me. But it's so sick. It's so cool. But the Broncos helmet, it really hasn't changed much, right? It's just there's more of a gradient to it. This Bucks helmet is so cool, though, man. I have to pick it. I have to pick it. Yeah, I am. And then this next one, I'm going to shock. Like, many people may think I'm picking the Cowboys because I thought, like, it's so good. No, the Chargers helmet's way better. It's that white face mask that's doing it for me right here, man. The sky blue, I don't like sky blue as a color. But on this helmet, it looks so cool, right? The Chargers will immediately have a bye next week because they're not going to be playing either teams. There's 3 teams in the final four where the final 4 should be, right? But it doesn't matter. I think the Chargers have a better helmet. As now we have a tough one. Like, you may be wondering why I think the Bills helmet's just so good because there's so many colors to it. The Buccaneers, though, like, they've added more red. There's a gradient face mask, too. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. I don't know what to pick. I really don't. I think I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers made it, man. And now, this is an even tougher one. This is a really tough one. Do I go with that really sick Bucks helmet? This Chargers helmet's just so sick, dude. I don't know what's giving it to me. The Chargers helmet's so cool. I'm going with the Chargers helmet. Like, the Bucks helmet may be, like, that sick gradient. This next one's pretty obvious. But, yeah, I mean, the Chargers helmet just... I think the gradient was just overdone a bit, maybe. It looks really cool, but in the end, I think the Chargers helmet's the one that could actually enter the league instead of this Buccaneers helmet, right? It's a cool helmet that the Buccaneers had rocking there, but the Chargers helmet, while maybe, like, the logo is plain, it's just the color scheme, you know? The blue, the yellow, the pretty much the gold, the white. It's the white face mask that really just made it stand out, you know? That's why I picked it pretty much. As this next one, the Rams helmet, it looks fine. This Ravens helmet, it's just a bit better. You got the Maryland flag checkers. You got the black and gold logo. If you know me, you will know that I hate letters, you know, as a logo. I think it's one of the most laziest outcomes you can have. But this Baltimore Ravens logo is really doing it for me right now. Purple helmet, I think I'll get bored of that sooner rather than later, but it's better than this Rams helmet. It's just an overdo of the yellow. There's only 2 colors in the entire helmet, so I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh. That Seahawks helmet looks so disgusting. I'm sorry, it really does. It's so bad. I think it's just overdone. It's that green. Like, I like green, but the green that they have, like the neon green, doesn't go with the blue. It just doesn't. It's not a good gradient. Like, this black and red, this shows, like, I don't know, fear or whatever. right? But this blue and green just looks stupid for me. But the Saints helmet, it goes classic. Black helmet, I love it. And you got the outlines as the logo. It looks super, super cool. This Seahawks helmet, it's not even really their fault. It's just the Seahawks color scheme is just so terrible. It's unexplainable. Like, their color rush uniforms are one of the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Of course, Pittsburgh has to be in there. They had a terrible one. It was like that yellow and striped one. It was so terrible. Yeah, this one. Like, it's so terrible, it's not even a joke. Like, what the hell is this, right? It's not even an NFL jersey. That's like a soccer jersey or, like football. That football, not American. But anyways, I don't know what I was saying, but I'm picking the Saints. Alright. Ooh, the Texans helmet looks trash. It's, again, that same thing with the Cards jersey, the Cards helmet that I just don't like. It's not a good representation. It's just maximizing the logo and then just putting it on the very end of the helmet. It doesn't make sense. Like, you have the outside and then the player itself is the logo. It doesn't make sense, right? So I'm clearly picking the Steelers on this one. And the Steelers helmet actually looks pretty sick. The gray edition, amazing, right? It's unbelievable. You love to see that in the Steel City as well. Really represents their, I was going to say country for a second, and I really stopped myself there. State. It's the same thing with the Titans, man. It's the same thing. These helmets are super terrible. Both of them, really. The Vikings haven't changed, but the gold really just adds so much, greatness to it. By the way, the Titans doesn't even have a stripe down the middle. It's just white, and then their logo just maximized and then cut in half. It's not... It's creative, but it's not, the best idea. So we're going with the Vikings. This is back when they were Washington's... yeah, I can't choose the Atlanta Falcons, dude. I really can't. But the Washington Commanders are not the Washington previous football team logo anymore. But that helmet is just so cool. It's so cool. I ain't even gonna lie. If they had that helmet in real life, it would be amazing. Like, it would be so cool. But they're not the same team anymore. So what do I do? Like, it would just... I don't know if it would offend people, like, if I chose the Washington football team's helmet. It's the same thing, though, right? With the feathers being... and then the player being the Native American. So I had to choose the Falcons. It's a terrible helmet. It sucks, but they're not even that team anymore, And then this one, it's the Eagles helmet's bringing that, like, throwback green. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But this Dolphins helmet, this is something else. You got that, I don't know, that teal? Is that what it's called? Or turquoise? It's one of those colors. Being like the ocean and the dolphin and then the sun, it looks so cool. The orange face mask throwing me off a bit, but yeah, we have to go with the Dolphins helmet here. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Like I said, though, I think I'm going to get bored of the Baltimore Ravens just wearing a purple helmet continuously. Like, but the black and the gold beads, dude, it's just like... The Maryland checkers kind of ruins it, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to pick the Saints. I think they have a better color scheme going on. And it's just that, that gold is the outline and of the logo, and you just love that. You just love that. Or at least, I love that. There's the ring camera. Steelers over the Vikings, or Vikings over the Steelers. Like, horns weren't yellow, so that's what I don't like. The horns aren't yellow. They're supposed to be white. I think there's just an overflow of gold here. The Steelers adding the silver is just such a good addition, really. I had to pick the Steelers here on this one, even though I hate them. And then the Dolphins, clearly. The Falcons have such a terrible helmet. The only reason the Washington Commanders are not here is because they're not named the Washington that anymore, you know? Dolphins, though, have a sick, sick helmet, and they're going to get a first-round bye as well. Or should I say, not first-round bye, third-round bye. Correct? Yeah, third-round bye. Ooh, even tough. Like, these helmets on the right aren't as good as the helmets on the left. Like, it's not as tough a decision. But these two are equally good, I would say. Like the Saints, I keep saying this. It's the outline of the gold, but the Steelers adding the silver is just so cool, you know? I'm going to go with the Saints. It's just the color scheme winning over me again. It's the same thing why I couldn't choose the Baltimore Ravens. It's the purple. It's too much. Same thing why I didn't choose the Vikings. Other than the horn should not be yellow. But it's just the color scheme. And then we got the finals. Saints Dolphins. Even in real life, if these two NFL teams matched up in real life, it would be tough to see who is winning. That Dolphins helmet looks so cool, dude. It really does. I really love it. I really do like it. Oh, no, this is tough. This is tough. There's going to be like a moment of silence where I just ponder. I am going to go with the Saints helmet. I think I am. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's that orange face mask is just throwing me off on the Dolphins one. If it was like white or turquoise even, or teal or whatever that is, whatever's going on with the ring camera, it has to stop. It's just the orange, there's way too much. And I know, there's a sun, you have no more orange. You have so much of turquoise or teal or whatever it is, right? But that orange face mask is just not doing it for me. I'm going with the Saints. And then we got the final. Chargers Saints. This was such a good matchup in 2020. It's not even fun. Like, Mike Williams caught an amazing pass, and then Michael Badgley missed the field goal to tie the game, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Or, no, they missed, I think, a fourth down. Yeah, I think they missed it on, like, fourth down conversion. Doesn't matter. The Chargers helmet, I think, is a clear winner here. It just looks so cool, dude. It looks so cool. And the Chargers have overall the best helmet, or custom helmet, made in this bracket. This is a really fun one. It was a really creative one, too. I really enjoyed the idea of doing this. Chargers overall, what would I say was the worst? Like, what was a blowout win? Probably like the Steelers, Texans, or... Oh, no, it was the Saints, Seahawks. Like, the Seahawks was just... I'm sorry. Like, the gradient was cool. The idea was cool. Color scheme sucks. And overall, that helmet just didn't look good. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a really interesting video. And I will see you in the next one.